I would like to take this moment in the beginning here to thank Children and Youth Services, as well as my egg donor and sperm donor, for destroying what possibly could have been the best relationship in my life that I could ever have. From the moment these blood-sucking family destroyers entered our life because of my sperm donor and my egg donor, I have not been received any support or help or anything in any way, shape, or form, because here in PA, dads are nothing but deadbeat scumbags. That's how every single one of us, all dads are looked at as deadbeat piece of shit scumbags, and the mother is innocent. Now, that's not me saying that, Sky is the one who did all this. No. What I'm saying is, Skylar has been having all the help and support by all these organizations since CYS has destroyed our life and has put a wedge between us and has kept us separated since our son was born on February 3rd of 2024. I've had no support, no help, nothing, because I'm just another scumbag, deadbeat dad. Us dads, actual good fathers here, get no support, and we get thrown into the trash bag with the rest of the actual deadbeat fathers in this area. We get no support. I have gotten no support. I've been kept out of the loop this whole time. I have been ignored this whole time. I have been treated like shit this whole time. I've been made to look like a fucking piece of shit deadbeat scumbag dad this whole time. But yet, my reaction for being kept from my son, being angry and explosive about it, is not a valid reaction. It's not normal for me. In the eyes of CYS, it is not normal for me to be angry and upset and depressed and hurt by having my son taken from me. It's actually being used against me to keep him from me. Now, we've had new caseworkers since I got out of jail this recent time. I've texted her for the first time because I didn't get her actual number until, I want to say about a month ago. And about a month ago, things were actually alright. Somewhat. Sky was granted supervisor position, and I was able to be granted supervision with my son from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That is huge. Now, I texted the CYS worker on Tuesday, and I've been texting her since Tuesday, telling her everything, the problem that's going on and whatnot. I've not had a single motherfucking reply, but Skylar gets all the replies from everybody. I get ignored and basically treated like I don't exist. So here's a message to CYS. Everyone at CYS, you are nothing but pieces of garbage that destroy good families. You allow the kids to stay in abusive homes, but yet you attack families that actually care for their children. If I ever die and commit suicide, my blood is on your hands, my blood is on my sperm donor's hands, and my blood is on my egg donor's hands. So tell me how our CYS worker, when we were getting evicted, when we were under the impression that the eviction notice was an actual eviction notice and not just a scare tactic. Tell me how our CYS workers said, okay, this is an emergency, like this is severe. We're gonna help you ASAP. And then takes a whole fucking month vacation! leaving us hanging for a month of not knowing what the fuck we're going. On top of the fact, we still don't know who the fuck sent a referral to the Kirby house telling them not to accept me, leaving us back to square one. Where the fuck are we going? For a whole fucking month. And she just gets back last week from vacation. Oh, la-di-da, must be fucking nice. The official first trailer for the Mortal Kombat 2 movie has just dropped. Figured do something fun in this episode, and right now, since the beginning was a little... Yeah, anywho. Do something fun. React to the new Red Band Mortal Kombat 2 trailer.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s. Johnny Cage.
Okay.
You have been chosen to fight.
Rating
Tell me
looks
you're
good.
not some crazy fans.
I'm not liking the way his
How are you
accent.
doing that?
It's cutting too deep. Sonya's good, Ray's good so far.
Where the hell am I?
Okay, Katana.
Called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Yo, who was that?
Fuck that.
Was that Hotaru?
This is a war.
Portal's Cage.
It's of your world.
Hello, Taro.
Dickheads in a what?
Oh, Cole Young, are you serious?
Oh!
No!
No! I fucking knew it! I knew it was not gonna be what I was thinking. I knew something was off. I said it wasn't gonna be the wolfing ways.
They made Jade bald.
This ain't good.
I don't have
Now we're just gonna not notice her. We're not gonna talk about it.
lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me.
Okay,
I'm an
Sean.
actor.
Baraka.
I find you annoying. Not the face.
Yeah, the voice is alright, but I like that. I like how the look of him and the aesthetic is so far. What?
It's time.
Scorpion.
Become the hero you were meant to be.
Was that the Kamidogu?
Fuck.
I think that was my flame.
It's showtime. Get over here!
Damn.
He looks like the Wraith! Let's go!
He does look like MK11 new. That's
Let's
what
get
I
11
said.
Wraith, noob Simon!
Okay, can we talk about how the fuck that's not possible? Why?
Who's him? Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
Not bad. We already got the fucking skins. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about that. Did I see just that? Did they finish them Kamidogus?
Maybe. Maybe. Who knows?
Baraka sounds off for
Very
what
much.
his voice doesn't match his look.
Why didn't they just get Steve Bloom to voice over it?
I don't know.
Or something.
Steve Blum, you mean?
Bloom. He literally pronounced the name Bloom. Steve Bloom.
Yeah, no, that actually looks pretty good. And Noob Saibot looks fucking sick.
Yes. MK11 style.
I'm curious as to what those Kamidogu are gonna be used for. And that person who Shao Kahn kills looked a little like Hotaru.
Now imagine if they put Havoc in this.
Or City and Guard on, yeah, oh my god.
Oh my god, he would look great. I feel like Jacob Craner should play him though, because here's the thing: not only does his voice and everything have the best critique, Jacob is young. Not only that, he does have the hair like Havoc, like it kind of goes on his face like yours in a bit.
I'd go with Bill Skarsgård. Pennywise.
Who's that?
It. The remake of It. Bill Skarsgård. Pennywise the Clown. The remake of Pennywise.
Yes. I feel what you're saying is the acting can go well, but I feel like also...
He has a lot of range.
I feel like Jacob, though, can still pull something out because he's also, I think, an actor, from what I heard. Don't know. One of those two candidates have to be the perfect pick, though. Nobody else. That him or Jacob. One of those two. One of those two. Overall.
Or, you know, I'm reaching here.
I will be honest.
Jim Carrey. He has that range, and he can be maniacal because people have been wanting him to play Carnage for the longest time.
He's pretty old, though. You gotta move very, very, very swiftly with Havoc because of how he has to pull his body up
Right.
and how he moves.
This is also Jim Carrey. He's literally the rubber man.
He is the rubber man, but remember, people do get old.
This is true.
And plus, the things we can't talk about or would want not to discuss about him, he could be blacklisted because you never know.
Well, he came back for Sonic 3, too.
True, but blacklisted probably meaning that they'll only cast him in certain movies. I don't know. All I'm saying is, I don't see it as a bad possibility, but it's a low chance.
That's why I said this is a reach.
Not a reach, I'd say. A reach is like where you're being like, okay, yeah, you're reaching and it's not a good one.
Because of the unavailability and the reasons why he couldn't.
I don't think you're reaching. You're just giving a good idea, but there could be faulty errors. Not reaching for sure. Jim Carrey could pull something off like that. But, like, I feel like it's the industry who would cause the errors. But I don't say that's reaching. I'd say that's a good suggestion, but that would be up to the public.
What do y'all think of who should play Havoc for a live-action Mortal Kombat movie? Bill Skarsgård, Jim Carrey if he were to do it, or
Jacob Craner.
Jacob Craner. Drop it in the comments below.
Because Jacob Craner is the original voice actor for Havoc in the game.
And the voice actor and model and the model character model.
I don't think he's the character model, but he's definitely the voice, like behind it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I know they didn't show us all the characters. I have a feeling we didn't see all of them.
Yeah, we didn't. We definitely.
I'm calling Kenshi. I'm calling Kenshi.
Penshi.
Kenshi.
That's never.
I know.
Penshi will always be there because of the fucking gameplay he causes.
Imagine the Sento with the visual effects, the Sento's blade and shit,
That
bro.
was so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna predict Kenshi. Not big, but maybe just a cameo or post-credit scene. I'm also gonna predict.
Homeland.
I'm predicting a nod or a subtle tease or the start to Ermac.
Not bad. Or Omni-Man.
I'm-
I'm pulling out these fucking shits just for fucking shits and giggles. Actually, I want one character who's actually part of the timeline. Like, legitimately. Tremor. I would love...
Okay, yeah.
I
Tremor,
would love...
Tremor would be
I would
visually
l-
fantastic.
I would love... That's what I'm saying. I'm being serious this time. I would love Tremor.
Tremor would be phenomenal visually speaking. Because molten, lava, earth, rock, and fucking crystalline.
Now, I'd like to also see another thing. Even though this guy doesn't specifically have powers, but imagine...
Striker.
No. Imagine the acrobatics. The Striker would be cool to go in there. What about Darius? Imagine the acrobatic abilities.
Yeah.
Imagine the effects
Yeah.
on how they can make that. Oh my! And the effects of the
Mhm.
audio. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a one swift kick and.
I would love to see Shujinko.
So who wouldn't? That's and young
And
Shujinko.
plus, we see the Kamidogu, so who's to say we don't get a tease or a nod to Onaga or Shujinko?
I feel like Onaga's more.
They go hand in hand, bro. They go hand in hand. Onaga, Shujinko, and the Kamidogu go hand in hand.
Did you see Shang in here?
I thought I did right after right after the Kamidogu.
I got him, and he looks pretty good. I'm like, they might be doing something, and I don't know if that is him, the original. I doubt it. Let me take a look.
Why does he have the Chris that Ashra holds?
No.
Also, it'd be cool to see Ashra. Since they brought in Nitara in the first one. Some 3D era characters. Seriously, we're gonna see some 3D era characters. So that old dude Shao Kahn was killing is probably Hotaru.
So it is not the original 1990s actor. Okay.
It's not Terry Tagawa. It's not. Unfortunately, he's a little too old.
No, he's not.
Bro, he's pushing 80.
No, he's not directly, but soon. He's 74.
That's why I said pushing.
He's 74.
He's halfway to 80.
He's not. Okay, yes, but nobody looks like a better Shang than his old ass.
Because he is Shang Tsung, bro.
You're so.
It has begun. No, he's the OG Shang Tsung.
Oh, but you want to put someone who's not even that much that younger than him. This guy's only 55 playing him. And you saying that Ashley can't play him? Or no?
Lyndon Ashby. Because of the joints.
He's younger than...
I understand that. And please don't take this as racial at all, please. I beg you. Lyndon Ashby is not Asian. He did not grow up probably learning martial arts as a hobby. To where Tagawa, that was his... Okay, let's just say... Out of every American, there's 20 Asian people who know karate and martial arts like that. I'm just trying to be.
That's a fair statement. That's a fair statement.
So that's why I said Lyndon Ashby probably couldn't do it.
Fair.
As much as it would be really, really, really great to see him come back to the Mortal Kombat live action series for movies. But Tagawa, he's been known martial arts since probably a kid.
So I think they posted all the characters fully.
No, because who was the old dude Shao Kahn killed?
That could be a nobody. But I don't feel that's a nobody.
Yeah, that's definitely not a nobody. Because he's literally wearing Setian armor that Hotaru wears.
True, but what if Hotaru's not the only person that wears that armor?
The Setian soldiers, but to show that a
But
Nazi
it's true
Hotaru with the
that
Setian armor
it is true that the main person known for this
is Hotaru.
Hotaru.
Yes. But there are other Setian guards, but he's the main Setian guard, the one that is most focused on out of the rest of them.
That's fair.
I honestly hate how they went with the Mortal Kombat Chaos Reigns route with the Kamidogu, the quote-unquote Infinity Stones. Don't get me started.
Since we're talking about actors, this is literally me whenever I fail my fucking 7th math test. Oh, Matthew Lillard. Anyway.
Actually, speaking of Matthew Lillard,
he would be...
Havoc.
Let me look at his regular appearance. I think he could pull off a voice.
Oh, bro, he could definitely pull off the voice and the acting.
The acting. I just want to take a look at him. Let me just look at his body. There's a reason.
He did the voice acting for Spring Trap.
Yes, I'm not taking that apart, but we gotta look at his body. Remember, Havoc is muscular. He ain't no fucking skinny prick. He's got some muscle on him. He ain't a beefcake.
Yeah,
he ain't no beefcake.
He's average.
He's got bodybuilding.
Average.
He's got like a slight bodybuilding build. He doesn't have them world Arnold Schwarzenegger competition.
He ain't no Shao Kahn.
No. He could probably whoop Shao Kahn with how fucking powerful he is. You see him in the game. I mean, we've all seen him in the game, obviously, but come on, you've seen Havoc's power. He literally killed Kronika. I'm being real. Them two, Liu Kang and Shang, they just fucking knocked her the fuck out. The shit that I'm hearing...
So did everybody else, because everyone else was also a Titan too.
But the shit that I'm hearing from, like, other people within the Mortal Kombat world, like, deeper than that are talking to me, They said that Havoc had an enjoyment of what, like, he did multiple things.
Well, of course he did. He's the cleric of chaos.
But here's the thing: they all probably fought Chronica, and she turned into fucking stone and glass. It was said that he mutilated her. That's what was
I'm
said.
not surprised. That's Havoc's MO.
But here's the thing: that's a kill to me, if you ask me. I mean, I'm not saying the other ones don't count. I'm not saying they don't count. I'm saying it seems like a rightful way to claim yourself a killer. Everyone else who did fight Chronica, they killed her rightfully and became a Titan. But I'd say Havoc has the right to claim himself the killer of Chronica.
I'd say Hanzo Hasashi would give a run for his money.
Hanzo?
OG Scorpion, Hanzo Hasashi, yes. Because, in all reality, it's her fault his clan's dead.
No? Are we playing the same game?
Quote unquote, because she keeps making time go over and over and over. It's her fault that his clan keeps up ending up dead because it's part of the timeline.
Keeps ending up dead, you can blame her for that. But
That's what I'm saying.
You can't directly blame her for the reason that they died because Quan Chi's sector is the primary reason that.
But she's the orchestrator.
She is the orchestrator. I never said that, but I'm saying the action.
They're
the killers.
Yeah, the action.
But is it
the orchestrator?
But it's the reason for the reason for them not existing in this timeline is Chronica.
Yeah, so you can forget Quan Chi and Sector. You can go after Chronica for being the orchestrator of that happening numerous of times over and over and over.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so that's why I give Hanzo Hasashi. I say he give Havoc a run for his money for a kill for Chronica.
A kill for Chronica, maybe, but that's the thing. Havoc was already powerful. He is the cleric of chaos, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that would have happened. Remember, Hanzo did die. Died the same timeline Chronica existed. He tried to take her down, but he died. Devore killed him.
Hanzo Hasashi became the Hanzo Hasashi of the timeline, died, and then the OG Scorpion came.
Yeah, the Spectre.
Spectre.
But then he was also wiped from existence already. As soon as Chronica fought Liu Kang, he was gone. And as soon as Shang Tsung was wielding the helmet,
I know, but for the instance, for the sake of argument, that he became that Spectre Scorpion became Titan. Because according to the new lore, everyone fought Chronica and everyone became a Titan.
Yeah, but also Havoc was more powerful than Scorpion.
I'm not denying that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I can understand.
Run for the money, though. Run for the money.
Run for the money is pretty high. But I'm seeing Havoc as the more outcome because he's a chaotic clerk. Scorpion has the tactic of the power and the strategy to take off Havoc. But I think Havoc's power is just too powerful. That's why I'm saying someone like Bihan takes him the fuck out. Because remember, he said he's learned his secrets, filled his mind with his chaos, and he's literally, even Havoc admitted, you don't dance with chaos, or you don't embrace chaos, you only flirt with it. That means he has some knowledge of chaos, so he was powerful enough to take down Havoc. But I'm not saying Hanzo can't give him a run for his money, but if we're talking about someone who can literally beat Chronica stronger, Bihan is one of those people. So even Noob in MK11 could definitely have killed Chronica worse than Havoc. But he didn't get that chance because he was taken the fuck out. But Hanzo would give him a real high run for his money. But that depends if Hanzo can keep his head in the game, which he definitely can. But Havoc is tricky.
Or say Chronica says something to piss him off, he gets erratical and slips up. Kind of like an Anakin situation. Piss Anakin off and he starts getting sloppy. Or piss Darth Vader off, he starts getting sloppy and you start seeing his open spots.
Are you talking about Havoc himself or against Chronica as a fight?
When it comes to Scorpion.
Like Scorpion versus Chronica or Havoc? I was saying that the reason why that outcome wouldn't likely to be reached. And why the fuck is this? Anyway, it wouldn't.
Chronica.
It would, like, the fight would go down, but it wouldn't probably reach because of the fact that Havoc is more, like, literally more powerful, so he has more things he can literally bypass off Chronica. There's a lot of things Scorpion would not be able to do. He would be able to definitely give her a lot of wounds and scars and literally not break her like a rock. He can definitely fucking hurt her.
No, you said if he keeps his head in the game. And
That's if he did though. But if we're gonna talk about like fully decimating her like Havoc did, the way I heard it, the chances with that one are low. But him fighting and doing some pretty good damage and decimating a lot of things off her and bypassing a lot of her power, Scorpion could do that.
If he kept his head in the game, unless
Havoc
Kronika said something to piss him off, which would make him go sloppy. Like if Vader gets sloppy whenever he gets pissed off, makes him more what's the word I'm looking for? Dangerous, but he shows more open areas to where you can
And
counter.
then that's also where Havoc comes in, and then he has a bigger upper hand against Scorpion because he has the Kami Dogu.
Right, and
But-
not only that, Havoc's a dick. He gives no fucks. He'll be trolling Scorpion and pissing him
Actually,
off the whole
to
time.
be fair, this is a different Havoc. This could actually wait. I just realized.
Yeah, because that Havoc that beat Kronika was OG Havoc,
that was MK9.
MK
Havoc.
Deception Havoc.
Pretty much MK9 Havoc because he didn't die at all in Deception or nothing like that, right? He just stood on until MK9.
He wasn't in MK9.
No, I know, but I'm saying yes, he was in the well, not as a character, but he was involved in MK9 because he was actually a story ending. That's actually a true thing. He was.
I
Actually,
haven't played MK9 in a long time.
he was a story ender. He
He
was
was
in,
part of someone's story ending.
he was part of
Okay,
someone's
Danny.
towers.
Okay.
So
It's
literally-
been a long time, so
That's what I'm saying. Does this mean he's alive then? Because even though he wasn't in any Mortal Kombat, he wasn't said to be killed, right? Am I getting that right?
I'll probably have to look at Armageddon. His ending for Armageddon.
Mm-hmm. However, though, if this does mean he is alive, then OG Havoc killed because the regular Havoc, he doesn't fight for all chaos. He fights for freedom, like literally. He wants freedom. He
OG
just-
Havoc fights for chaos,
yeah, he wants to fuck
which
you
is
all up.
depicted in Chaos Reigns.
Yeah.
That's
And that-
Deception Havoc.
It's literally was said by Katana or somebody that this isn't the Havoc we know. Havoc doesn't want murder. He wants freedom.
Yeah, this is Midway Havoc.
This is the NetherRealm Havoc. And that's why I'm saying
What we see in in Chaos Reigns, that's Midway Deception Havoc.
Hanzo could take him down, but this Havoc is really strong.
OG Havoc. Although, OG Scorpion from in those times was elected as the champion of the Elder Gods, so he got a little bit of a power boost there back then.
But as I said, still Havoc comes out on top because of his power range with the whatchamacallit, the Dogus and all that. And with all his skill and knowledge and how he already got all the power from
OG Havoc didn't have the Kami Dogu.
Not there, but
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. We're talking about concurrent timeline. If this was Havoc in the older timeline, you already know Hanzo taking that ass.
Because he was a champion of the gods.
That's what I'm saying. That's back then time. We're talking about OG. Them, if they like, this is what I'm saying. If they never fought, basically, which I don't think they have, I think they just fought and then no one killed each other. I don't know.
New timeline. Okay, so new timeline. OG Havoc versus OG Scorpion.
Basically,
That'd be a fucking fight. Like OG.
but Havoc would come out on top.
Yeah, because of Kami Dogu.
But I could say this: Scorpion could still stay alive. If he just calls Bihan, it's cooked. They're cooking him. They're cooking him alive.
Mhm.
It wouldn't even.
Or Kuai Liang.
Kuai Liang.
Because he's still Sub-Zero. Bihan's new
Oh, you said you. I thought you were
OG
talking about
Scorpion.
Scorpion. I thought you were talking about Scorpion. Kuai Liang.
No.
We already.
I said OG Titan Havoc with the Kami Dogu from the new timeline what we have now versus OG Deception champion of the Elder God Scorpion.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be
Still,
a fucking
He'd
fight.
still come out on top though. The Havoc, unfortunately, with them Kami Dogu.
Mm-hmm.
But unless if
He
you
calls him Bihan or Kuai Liang. You're right. They're cooking. Because that's the champion of the God Scorpion versus new Cybot versus a Grandmaster Sub-Zero.
I will say this though. Liu Kang is still gonna sit in his hammock and be okay.
Liu Kang's a zombie during that time.
No, I'm talking about right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Liu Kang is still gonna sit on his hammock and be okay.
Like, hey guys, have fun, fight nice.
Because Liu Kang can't die. Now Gears, I'll say he's gonna stay for the rest of the time being before all of them.
Yeah.
Gears, and I found out.
Dude, Gears in a movie would be nice.
So Gears, he's not what you said. You like an entity. He's a paradox.
I said construct.
He's not a construct. He's a paradox. He's bigger than that. I just found out. Still the same result with Vader and him. That's not what I'm talking about. I just found out in general. Like the fight between them two, it's still strong. We don't know who. So
But Gears versus the Force itself,
but it still wouldn't do much to each other because literally he could just still keep coming back and coming back and coming back. But
In the Force,
also,
you can't kill the Force.
you can't basically count out the Force, but you also can't kill Geras. So literally,
Immovable object meets the unbreakable Force.
that's what I'm saying. So it's really just we don't know. But I found out Geras isn't a construct. It's interestingly, he's actually a typical type of paradox, but he's not a full paradox. But he is a paradox, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
From what I was talking with the other day with Ash.
Bro, Geras in a movie.
Tyler Cruz. Terry Crews, I meant.
No,
Terry Crews.
I would
Yes,
not,
yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes, yes.
No, because I would not be able to take fucking Geras seriously.
Come on!
Bro, because
The Rock?
Keep the Rock away from fucking Mortal Kombat.
Why?
He is in everything. I'm sick of seeing him in every fucking movie.
That's fair. That's fair.
No offense to him, but like, bro, I'm sick of.
Fine. Then you know what we have to do? We're gonna have to pull Robert Downey Jr. Get Goldberg and paint him black. Come on, man. That's the only way. Get Goldberg and paint him black. Get Goldberg, man. Paint him black. You know, shave him bald. You know, off his face and everything. It's either The Rock or Terry Crews, man.
Goldberg's too short.
Shit, yeah, I forgot. I forgot that nigga's a midget. Yeah, he'd do no justice. Any other black guy you know?
Get an unknown and let him get an opportunity.
Get an unknown?
Let an unknown have an opportunity.
I wouldn't mind that. Me. Kidding. I have no role for that.
You and I both don't have a role for that.
You could be Sizal Reptile. You have the hair for it. You literally do.
They killed him off already.
If they didn't, if it was
His
around
name
the
was Size Off. And the subtitles.
Can we smoke before I go? Because oh, I'm now like.
And he got killed by Kano. And I've had the biggest.
Confirming the fact that they hate him, and not only that, literally the DC shit was replacing him. Anyway.
Literally stealing Reptile's slot in Mortal Kombat vs. DC a week before the game drops. When Reptile had the most coolest fucking artwork and style and skin out of all the fucking fighters in the damn game. And then let's see, how long ago did Mortal Kombat vs. DC come out? My name's still alive, so it had to have been before 2011.
Hold on. Definitely before 2011.
2008?
On 2006.
I should say 2008.
Nope, you got it on the spot. 2008.
Almost 20 years. And wait, hold up. The reboot Mortal Kombat came out in 2017, correct?
Which reboot?
This reboot.
MK1.
The movies.
The movies.
Yes. The reboot Mortal Kombat movie came out in 2017.
So the one
correct?
before this one?
Yes.
That one I believe came out in 2021.
Double check that. I can't.
Let me see. 2021.
Okay, 2021. So 2008. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 13 years later, did the same thing in the fucking reboot Mortal Kombat movie, have Kano fuck over Reptile.
That's fine.
And that's also why I'm making a live action Reptile series. With me being Reptile.
And that's a fair opportunity.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little segment of the reaction to the new Mortal Kombat 2 trailer and the discussion and talk. With the live action Mortal Kombat series, Reptile series, I did have an interesting idea pop in my head. The actor Keith Cook is the actor who portrayed Reptile in the first live action Mortal Kombat movie back in the 90s. I had this idea of possibly figuring out a way to contact him to have him possibly, maybe, if you'd like to, make a cameo appearance, or if you like to do more than just a cameo appearance, do that. There's a quick little thing that popped in my head earlier. I should have to figure out on how to contact Keith Cook and work something out, maybe, because I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that would be really cool. So, just want to share that little bit with you guys before I give you the Proverbs chapters that I owe you. Starting from the 13th to today, which is the 17th. So we're going to go from chapter 13 to chapter 17 of Proverbs. This chapter is titled, as well, Moral Virtues and Their Contrary Vices. A wise son heareth his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. The soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man is loathsome, and cometh to shame. Righteousness keepeth him that is upright in the way, but wickedness overthroweth the sinner. There is that maketh himself rich, yet hath nothing. There is that maketh himself poor, yet hath great riches. The ransom of a man's life are his riches, but the poor heareth not rebuke. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. A wicked messenger falleth into mischief, but a faithful ambassador is health. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction, but he that regardeth reproof shall be honored. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul, but it is abomination to fools to depart from evil. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Much food is in the tillage of the poor, but there is that is destroyed for want of judgment. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. He that loveth him chasteneth betimes. The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want. Chapter 14, under the same title, Moral Virtues and Their Contrary Vices. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of the ox. A faithful witness will not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. A scorner seeketh wisdom, and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. Go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. The heart knoweth his own bitterness, and a stranger doth not intermeddle with his joy. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Even in laughter the heart is sorrowful, and at the end of that mirth is heaviness. The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The evil bow before the good, the evil bow before the good, and the wicked at the gates of righteous. And the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the rich man hath many friends. He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth, but he that hath mercy on the poor, happy is he. Do they not err that devise evil? But mercy and truth shall be to them that devise good. In all labor there is profit, but the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury. Not really sure what that means yet. I'll figure it out eventually though. That was verse 23. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the foolishness of fools is folly. A true witness delivereth souls, but a deceitful witness speaketh lies. In the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have his children shall have a place of refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. In the multitude of people is the king's honor, but in the want of people is the destruction of the prince. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. A sound heart is the life of A sound heart is the life of the flesh, but envy the rottenness of bones. He that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his maker, but he that honoureth him hath mercy on the poor. The wicked is driven away in his wickedness, but the righteous hath hope in his death. Wisdom resteth in the heart of him that hath understanding, but that which is in the midst of fools is made known. Righteousness exalteth a nation, but a sin is a reproach to any people. The king's favor is toward a wise servant, but his wrath is against him that causeth shame. Chapter 15, same title, Moral Virtues and the Contrary to Vices. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. A fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but in the revenues of the wicked is trouble. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the heart of the foolish doeth not so. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die. Hell and destruction are before the Lord, how much more then the hearts of the children of men? A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him, neither will he go unto the wise. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness. Does that sound like anybody to you? All the days of the afflicted are evil, but he that is of merry heart hath a continual feast. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is, than a stalled ox and hatred therewith. A wrathful man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife. The way of the slothful man is as an hedge of thorns, but the way of the righteous is made plain. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despiseth his mother. And I already know what you're going to say. I am excluded from that category because of what my mother did to me, to cause me to despise her. I'm pretty sure the mother in this verse did not abuse and sexually abuse and everything under the sun to their child. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly. Without counsel purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. A man hath joy by the answer of his mouth, and a word spoken in due season, how good it is. The way of life is above the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow. The thoughts of the wicked are as an abomination to the Lord, but the words of the pure heart of the pure are pleasant words. He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hateth gifts shall live. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. The light of the eyes rejoiceth the heart, and a good report maketh the bones fat. The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. Chapter 16. Again, moral virtues and their contrary vices. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Every one that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord, though hand joined in hand, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth iniquity is purged, by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. A divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness. Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaketh right. The wrath of a king is as messengers of death, but a wise man will pacify it. In the light of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. How much better it is to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. And to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. Yeah, I read that right, okay. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. I'm going to say that one more time. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increaseth learning. Understanding is a wellspring of life unto him that hath it, but the instruction of fools is folly. The heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, addeth learning to his lips. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the bones. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. He that laboureth for himself, for his mouth craveth it of him. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise froward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. The hoary head is a crown of glory, and if it be found in the way of righteousness, He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. Chapter 17, Moral Virtues and their contrary devices again. Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than an house full of sacrifices with strife. A wise servant shall have rule over a son that causeth shame, and shall have a part of the inheritance among the brethren. The finding pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the Lord trieth the hearts. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. Excellent speech becometh not a fool, much less do lying lips a prince. A gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that hath it. Whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends. This knock in my face has caused me to have really bad speech issues right now, so I do apologize for the stuttering and whatnot, and mispronunciations. A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. An evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man, rather than a fool in his folly. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water, therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with. He that justifieth the wicked, and that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. Wherefore is there a prince in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath no heart to hear it? Seeing he hath no heart to it. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversary. A man void of understanding striketh hands, and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. He loveth transgression that loveth strife, and he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. He that hath a froward heart findeth no good, and he that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief. He that begetteth a fool doeth it to his sorrow, and the father of a fool hath no joy. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bare him. Also to punish the just is not good, nor to strike princes for equity. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. We're all caught up on Proverbs chapters, as I promised. Now, it would not be an episode of A Day in the Life of Holy Venom without some Mountain Dew. Shout out to October for picking up a Baja Blast for me. Thank you, brother. That's some good stuff. Now, what I'm doing right now, I'm going to take you behind the scenes, a little exclusive access to how I make stuff on the Holy Venom store. Also, a new product just for Broadband Studios exclusively for now. A t-shirt just for you, Gregson. That is an XL, 2XL, 3XL or 4XL, for however big you are. A t-shirt just for you. Just for you. Made specifically for you. I hope you love it. But we are going to design a product. Let's see. Product catalog. Like, Printify, yo, it has a lot of products to choose from. Like, really, they do. And they're always updating stuff with early access to new items. It's really cool. They just added a new personalization option. You could do a personalization option if quote-unquote I enable it, per se. And there's early access and then new embroidery stuff. A lot of cool different things. The thing that really gets me is the accessories. They got phone cases, bags, socks, hats, underwear, excuse me, baby accessories, mouse pads, pets, stuff, jewelry, kitchen accessories, car accessories, tech accessories, travel accessories, stationary accessories, sports and games, face masks, and other. Obviously, I'm not going to do the face mask because, no. I've been wanting to do for a little bit now because honestly they look cool. Some Holy Venom suitcases. I want to say they are in bags, possibly. I think. Yep, there they are. And they're the plastic casing ones, and it comes in a whole set. One, a small, medium, and large. The default price is $130.19. I can edit the price. But yeah, well, let's get designing the suitcase sets. I'm going to the library. I'm gonna go to classic Venom Clouds. See how it looks. Alright, I'm make it a little smaller. See how that looks. Getting there, almost there. Just a little bit smaller. Hey, there we go. I think we got it. That one. There we go. Another cool thing is about this, like for example, this has 3 different sizes. You can adjust the template for the specific size, which is cool. So, say if this is too small for the large suitcase, check this out. Right here. Make a specific design for small. Boom. And now we go to medium. Preview the medium. So we can make it a little bit bigger for the medium one now. We need to make it a little bit smaller than that now. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Then we go to large. Actually, it's perfectly fine. But you get the gist. Say if I wanted to do a different design for the large, I can make that a specific design for large. See if you can add different context areas. You can do that. Let's do that. The mock-up. Save select. And pick out the picture that you're gonna see when you see it on the store. You got the title, which now this is actually a new feature that wasn't here originally. Printify has an AI that generates its own title description for you. It's very useful. Add size table description. I'm not really sure if I should put imperial or metric. I'm not sure if there's. I know there's a difference between the two, but I'm not sure which one people actually prefer. Drop down in the comments which measurement metric you prefer, imperial or metric system. Because I still don't know which one to pick. I usually just go imperial. So let me know in the comments. Then we got to put in the general product safety regulation for the EU Holy Venomites that want to purchase some Holy Venom gear. Copy. Paste. Enable personalization. Absolutely. Keep it short and sweet, and I can also edit the description for the personalization enabling. Keep it short and sweet. Make your personal names, dates, or inside jokes work great. Think memorable and catchphrase or a favorite word makes it unique. And the character limit by default is 256, but I'm giving the option for 1024, which is the max limit. Alright, now to adjust the prices. Now, the way this works, there is the shipping option, which is standard. Then the buyer shipping cost for each of them. For the small one is $54.69. For the medium and large is $73.19. But the thing is, here's the kicker. This is why I say I literally have it. I have pretty much every single, if not every single item on the store, down to the point where I'm only making $3 to $4 because the production costs is insane. The default price for the small suitcase is $216.98 because the production cost is $130. And I know that the cost, the cost of living and the economy isn't that great, and most people can't afford over $100 stuff. Like I know I can't. That's why I'm going to bring it down to where I'm maybe making $1 or $2 profit. Because default wise, I'm making $86.79. as much as that would be nice, I know that most people can't afford the $216.98 plus the $54.69 shipping and handling. That's ludicrous, honestly. If you ask me, honestly. So I have to get this to a price to where it's above the production cost, so I at least make $1 or $2. So I'm gonna try. It's usually like a trial and error. Like you type in a number and they gauge it to where you get it to where it's not negative. So I usually go like $1 or $2 above production cost. So $139.19. I'll go $132. All right, so I went from $86 profit to $1.81 profit on the small suitcase. 1% profit margin, and that's me, and that's yeah. You get the picture here. The medium one is $247.98 default price. The production cost of that is $148.79. I would be getting a $99.19 profit on top, and then also, not only that, the shipping and handling is $73.19. So that's $247.98 plus $73.19. That's over $300. So production cost is $148, maybe $150. All right, yeah, $150. I now be making $1.21 profit with a 1% profit margin. And then the large one, that is $287.43 plus $73.19 shipping and handling. That's well over $300. Production cost for that is $172.46. So I'm going to go 173 or 174. 174. And I will now be making $1.54 off that. And publish. And that's what I do in the Holy Venom store. Like, I know I'm selling myself short, but I also know that most people can't afford the economy rates with these prices and how bad the economy is nowadays. And I do this for you. And another episode of A Day Left Holy Venom is down. If you like this content and you like my content, check out the next video on the title screen. Also, if you want to pick up some Holy Venom gear, check out the link in the pinned comment below and in the description, as well as the Discord link to the Holy Venom Discord server. If you want to hop in and hang out and chat every once in a while, it's just a good community, build a community. The Discord link is also down after you click the button for description. It's down at the bottom. I've been Holy Venom. You've been awesome. I'll see you in the next episode of A Day Like Holy Venom or in the next video. Have a great night, good morning, good evening, and God bless.